Welcome to Godavari Global University. Let me introduce our chief guest today, Dr. Chandrasekhar Hiramat. He has his own startup in Bengaluru. And let us discuss about what is the role of startups in modern India. I hope this session will give you a lot of information about startups and also in the domain of IoT and signal processing. So welcome to Godavari Global University.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
I'm Dr. Srinivas Raja from Electronic and Communication Department. Let me introduce our guest, Mr. Chandrasekhar Hiramat from Nexus Controls Private Limited from Bengaluru. So it's my honor that you are here in our campus today. So let me start with my first question. So what are the challenges you faced when you started your startup?
Yeah. First of all, thank you for inviting me to GGU. It is my pleasure to participate in this Agri Summit. And let me answer your question like this. So, I have started Nexus Controls Private Limited in 2010. But before that, I had almost 4 unsuccessful attempts to start the industry. That was starting from 1994. I attempted 4 times. 4 times I failed. My family background is from the teaching. My father was a government college lecturer. So we did not had any exposure in business or anything. And even we are like a Swamiji kind of thing from the family profession. Because we do the puja in the temples, Siddheshwara and Veerbhadrashwara temples. So we did not had any background about the business. And 4 times, that was in my initial stage of career, I attempted 4 times, 94, 98, 2002 and 2007. There were 4 unsuccessful, but I did not leave my attempt to continue in the seeking the business opportunities. And in between, I was working with multiple companies. In that last profession, I done it in Robert Bosch, India. So there I was in a comfortable position, but something was there behind in my mind to start my own. Because there I had a good salary, good position and all the things. But the inner instinct did not leave me. So I thought with all the experiences and other things, I could start this Nexus Controls Private Limited along with one more partner. His name is Mr. Sunish Nair. He worked with me for 10 years in Bosch. So mine is a electronics and his is a mechanical background. We thought the electromechanical background can solve a lot of real life problems, and then we can give the solution to the society. One is so that we can enjoy our profession also, and we'll have a satisfaction to do our kind of whatever we like in this thing, and it will give the this opportunity for job opportunity for the other people. So that we are presently, ours is a small company, but still I am happy to there are some 20 families we are able to give a job. So that satisfaction is there, sir.
Truly, sir, it's a inspirational story. You have struggled a lot.
Yes.
You have gone through a lot of pain.
Yes.
So every startup will have a lot of struggles in the earlier of your career, sir. But your story will always inspire many people in coming days,
Yes.
sir. So what is the role of electronics or IoT in modern startups?
Yeah. In modern startups, this electronics is a major role in this thing, because the lot of supporting branches are required for IoT and AI ML. Those are one is electrical is a must for operating any electronics device, and to support the electrical or electronics there is a mechanical structure required. For that, maybe sometimes civil is also required if it requires a sturdy structure. So all the branches are important, but the interface between the IoT and then the other mechanical or environmental world, electronics is a major partner. So it is a very important role to understand the basic electronics. And nowadays, because of a lot of AIML, now what we have to do is we have to take the real life inputs and convert it to electrical signal and convert it to digital. Then other things are taken care by this thing. Like earlier days when we started our career, at the time operational amplifier, transistors were playing the vital role. Now because of the MEMS technology, that sensor and other things can read the external signal and convert it to the required level to the electronics without much understanding the electronics. But how you applicate in your real life, that is important. So students should learn how to what is available in the industry and how we can applicate it for the real life problems.
Okay,
that plays a vital role, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, next question is, of course, everyone today is talking about ChatGPT, AI, next gen AI, everything. So, do you think this AI and ChatGPT will have impact in upcoming startups in India?
Yeah, there are both the things are possible, sir. Pros and cons, both
Yes.
are possible.
Okay.
One is pros is because lot of this, even now quantum computing is coming, and then that will solve your real nowadays computer. We are feeling that those are supercomputers,
Yes.
but still the quantum computers will be much more higher. These things with AI and ML also. Still, we don't have a lot of database for many of the applications.
Okay.
Because as of now, data were available, we could not capture it.
Okay.
So now our role is we have to, for each and every processes or for each and every problems or anything, we have to first collect the data and we have to put it as a data set. Then only the AI and ML data analytics will come into picture.
Exactly.
So that is the IoT is the major role, and there are a lot of opportunities are there for AI and ML.
Yes.
But if you are not able to cope up, and then competition will be too high.
Yes.
And nowadays software and other things, lot of softwares are modularized.
Yes.
So with ChatGPT and other things, the corner of the village person also can access that by putting that particular this thing, keywords. If they put it, they will get all the sets of
Yes.
modules. So your role will be generating the new software, and which already the software is not available, and interfacing all the external devices to the bring the data to the data set.
Okay.
So that will a lot of opportunities are there, sir.
Sir, what is your message to upcoming young budding engineers to go for startups?
Yeah, it is a tricky question,
Yes.
but yeah.
No, because everyone is nowadays they want to launch a own startup.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, what is your message that whenever you want to go for startup, how they should go look for?
Yeah, startup is a good idea, and now a lot of opportunities are there. From one is starting from the college itself. There are incubation centers.
Yes, sir.
For that incubation center, one is college management is also giving lot of funding.
Okay, sir.
Like a good colleges, good
Yes.
universities like GGU
Yes, sir.
and other universities are investing on students so that it will improve the incubation quality also. So apart from that, there are a lot of government fundings are there. However, VC sir,
Yes,
Dr. Chandrasekhar sir is he has exposed to lot of DST fundings and other things. He is getting knowledge into the GGU campus,
Okay.
and you will have a lot of government funding also. And yesterday, Dr. Mrutyunjay sir also
Yes, sir.
given a lot of inputs, and they are also ready to support.
Yes.
So those are the major inputs for the students. They can capture this thing and they can start it. But only my humble request is they have to be humble in their approach, and there may be a lot of failures may be there.
Challenges.
They have to take it in a positive way.
Yes.
Once they fail, they should not lose their
They will go.
confidence. They have to attempt. They have to take it as a one step.
Yes.
How we cannot succeed because they have to understand from the failure that the failure how you should not make the mistake.
Yes.
To go to the next step, I should not have done it. But
Yes.
this is a learning this thing for us.
Yes.
So these things they have to keep it in mind, and they will get a lot of funding. But only problem is they have to since it is a free funding or government funding, they should not utilize it in a
Yes.
without control.
Yes.
Because we did not had any of this thing funding or anything. It
Yes.
is our hard-earned money we have put it.
Yes.
So now they are getting it. They have to utilize it in a proper manner.
Yes. Yes.
And it is like their money only.
Yes.
Even whether college is funding or
Yes.
university or government.
Definitely.
So they have to utilize it in a proper way, and they will be successful. Nowadays, a lot of data are available
Yes.
on the internet. Immediately they can get this thing. Not like earlier days, you have to go meet the person
Yes.
physically. And that is not the scenario. And they can sit anywhere, and you can do the online courses. How
Yes.
the GGU has tied up with Taiwan universities.
Yes.
You can do online this
Yes.
thing, and later, based on your performance or requirements, they will send you to the Taiwan university. Like that, a lot of
Exactly, sir.
opportunities are there. Students should utilize those
Yes,
things.
exactly. So you have gone through a lot of pain to go for funding opportunities earlier, but
Yeah.
nowadays everything is open. People are getting ample of opportunities. Students are getting more funding arenas
Yes.
where they can explore for investments.
Lot of venture
Venture
capitalists
capitalists
are
are-
also available.
Yes.
They also want to explore. They also know that 50% chances
Yes,
are
yes.
there. If I invest in a new this thing startup, so there are chances of it may click or it may not
Yes,
click.
yes,
No, to tell you one these things, we have worked with a lot of startups
Yes.
because already we had established, and then we were IITs, NITs students who had a very innovative ideas. You cannot think of those
Yes.
ideas. So they have come out, and then they had approached us for different requirements. One is IIT Kharagpur people had approached us. The BTech this thing final year students had approached us during COVID time. They were using a lot of Swiggy and Zomato,
Yes.
these things. Only one this thing disadvantage was those were non-recyclable this thing, plastic plates. So they came out with this thing. We'll manage the steel utensils.
yes, sir.
We'll buy it, and then we'll give it with RFID to the Zomato and Swiggy,
Okay.
and they will put those food items in that. They will give it to the customers. Customer will utilize it, and they will drop those plates into the nearest this thing. In their area, there will be specified dustbins are available with the RFID code and the cameras and other things. They came with one prototype also.
Yes.
So these are the kind of opportunities are available. So you should not leave any problem. You should try to go into the different modes. You have to come out of box and try to approach the problems
Okay, sir.
in a positive way. Sir.
Okay, sir. Let me take you to the last question, which is very important for us. So, during the COVID pandemic, we came to know that you come up with a innovative product in medical electronics. Sir.
Yes.
So, can you explain what is, in briefly, you will not explain the entire thing.
Yes.
What is the product you have come up with during the COVID?
Yeah. Okay, before I start that, okay, the approach was during COVID time, none of the materials were available.
Yes.
Even they were not able to get the screws or wires.
Yes, sir. It's a very challenging time, sir.
It was none
Let
of the
me
shops were
tell
open.
to the audience that sir has many challenges because during the pandemic, we have faced a lot of challenges. We are bound to sit in our houses, but at the same time, sir surpassed those problems. He have come up with a product which is helping the hospitals nowadays. So please elaborate on that
Yes.
product.
Yeah, we were not working with a Wipro because we were basically focusing on automotive. And initially, I had done this phototherapy and incubator this thing for the pediatrics.
Yes,
This
sir.
thing at the start, that was in 2007.
Okay, sir.
I started. We made some 10 units. But I was not morally strong enough to push it to the market because it was a life saving.
Okay.
After making, then I realized that I'm going to play with the life of the very this thing. When they are putting the infant in that unit, it is already premature.
Okay.
So I did not take in that direction. I stopped that, and that was my fourth and last failure. This thing in industry. This thing. Wipro has approached us for screws and then nuts and then the wires during that time. Then we took that thread and then got into the project.
Okay.
They told we are going to do this thing. We have got some idea from Sri Chitra Thirunamalai for the ventilator, this thing, mechanical ventilator. So during that time, none of the parts were available. They had an idea of this ambu bag is nothing but when anesthesian gives the anesthesia to the patient, they give it with a balloon kind of thing. They will press it in synchronization with the patient's breathing. They will understand, they will try to press the balloon. And that's how you pump in the oxygen and then anesthesia inside the patient. So that is the basic principle of this mechanical ventilator. So they approached us with that, can you automate it with available parts? So we thought different stepper motors, servo motors and other things. But those things were, most of the things were coming from China. And at the time, nothing was allowed from China. And then we thought we can use the instead of stepper motor, we wanted to use the wiper motor of the car. And car, anyhow, lot of parts were manufactured in India. Lucas, Bosch, Denso, all these are the major customers. So those stuff, the wiper motors were available. We used that thing, and then we controlled that motor speed and volume of that pumping and all the things. We brought the basic working condition within 15 days after they approached us. And within 1.5 months, we could realize the complete electronics with the full control with failure modes and with battery operated. So we could make the unit ready within 3 months for a certification. And within 1 month, we got the, with Wipro pushing and other things, we got the approval in 1 month. So within span of 4 months, we started from the concept to the certification. So that is the timeline we worked. And we could manufacture 1,600 numbers within next 3 to 4 months. So before the second pandemic came, we were able to sell around 1,600 numbers. It was not for business or anything. During the time, Wipro approached us for the CSR activity. They wanted to help the community to, because in India not a lot of ventilators were available, and whatever ventilators were available, those were high end. So but these.
So we came to know that you have developed a low cost device.
It is around 25,000 rupees. We could make it. With that, patients were able to support, sustain till they get the main ventilator for 2-3 days.
That's a major concern.
At that time, the keeping the patient alive was a difficult task. Later, somehow they picked up, and then it happened. And then low cost equipments were required. With industry support and like Dr. Chandrasekhar sir's support, and then a lot of people have supported us, including our suppliers. They opened with a special permission. They allowed us to open. The police have allowed us with a square. Square we have gone, and then we could get the parts. And then it was it's a very challenging. It was challenging, but it was now also we can feel that.
It's a proud moment that you are giving a lot of support to hospitals. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving your valuable time for this GGU podcast session, sir. I hope your experience will give a lot of valuable technical inputs to our students and to our university, sir.
We are happy.
Thank you very much, sir.
We are also happy to work with GGU, sir.
Thank you.